I know that doesn't look like much, but this is September, and this is in the Hot Valley. This is September, the 8th, I think, today. Yeah, September 8th, 2020. And I've been getting little bits of blackberries here and there since, the end of May, end of June. And all summer little bunches here and there. And I was cleaning and clearing and trimming the blackberry vines and pulling up weeds, and down among all the weeds, where it was kept a little cooler, look what I found. I will soak these in some water. They're real ripe, so I have to be real careful. But get any bugs off, and then I'll probably have some for breakfast in the morning. Yay! Okay, can unedible weeds be of any benefit? Yes. Of course, we all know there are some weeds that you can eat, and those can be of great medicinal benefit and to fill your tummy and that. But there's some weeds you can't eat, like some of these that are growing around here. And I kind of just let these take over here. I have cut them back and pulled out some, but basically kind of let them take over. And I was working on this, filling it back up with water and stuff. There's some ginger in there and skullcap, and I'm hoping that spreads and fills that little thing. I'm going to get some more dirt to add to it, and I'm cutting back blackberry vines. And those blackberries that I showed you, I found down underneath. I was pulling out weeds here and cutting back the vines, and these weeds actually provided shade, so I have been getting. They've helped so they don't dry up so bad. If you'll notice, see, we are in a major drought. We have, since last year, we've had very little rain, very little. It's been months and months and months. I had a little sprinkle with some lightning, which started fires, but some of these I didn't get to. But you see, they just dried up before I could even get to them. It's so hot, so freaking hot. But weeds actually provide shade. This one's grabbing and pulling my hair out. I gotta do some more cutting. I have so much work here, but it's good for the body to work. Yeah, if you can, just gotta do what you can. So yes, weeds can be of a benefit. Sometimes not being so pristine helps. See all these they're in the brassica family. I'm not sure what they are. I had like red mustard and lettuces and all kinds of stuff in here. Now this is weed that I don't want in here. So, but they're coming up. I just kind of mished the dirt up and wet it down. I was thinking about planting some, and before I got some planted, they're coming up. So that'll be good. I should have another bowl full of greens for my winter salads. You have to keep control of the weeds. You can't let them take over like they're kind of doing now. But sometimes when there's just one of you working a garden, you can only do so much. But I have gotten lots of produce, but I've been sharing with family. My son has helped some, so I try to give him a lot because he's really helped. And my granddaughter at the very beginning, she used to, but she's working and going to school and has chores at home, so I really don't get her help much anymore. Life goes on, and my oldest son is not here a whole lot anymore, so it's mainly just me. Kyle helps with stuff sometimes. He brought in some more dirt for me, so that's good. But yeah, I have been planting the. I was watching Arkansas woodcutter. He was planting his fall stuff. And I thought, that's what I've been doing this morning. I went in to take a break, get something to drink, and I watch YouTube channels when I sit down for a minute, trying to get caught up on it all. And anyway, I planted some of these several days ago. I put some more dirt in here, and I've got all kinds of little brassicas. There's turnips, and there's garlic, there's cauliflower, there's Brussels sprouts, and broccoli. I don't have a lot of broccoli. I only had a couple little broccoli plants. I need to plant some more, get some more seeds started. I've been working and clearing this out, so I've got some space here. I've got to haul dirt and fill in. Weeds can also be used. You really have to be careful because our main subject is weeds. But they can be used as a mulch. If you don't have anything, you can lay weeds down. You just want to cut the seed head parts off. You don't want to fill your garden bed with weeds. The problem here, these are doing pretty good because I've got the black tarp underneath it. But this one over here, I didn't have enough black tarp. I just put some around the outside edges, but the weeds are just growing up underneath. Not too bad, but yeah, they will eventually probably take over. But what I'll do, this is a movable type of bed. You can see the bricks there and the boards, which is kind of nice because when I pull all of this stuff out, which won't be for a while yet because I love these, are so good. They're tiger something or rather. Last year they were really teeny tiny because I just had them planted in really basically unamended soil. I thought they were just a real teeny, but they're not a big tomato, but they're not teeny tiny either. And the flavor on these are amazing. I still have some cucumbers growing in here. I need to pick some this morning. But I'm going to clean that all out, and I may move that because I've got some black tarp now. I may move it and lay more black tarp down so the weeds aren't so bad to come in and redo that whole bed. Whereas this type of a bed that you just build in place, you cannot move once you get it in there unless you, well, you can, but it's a lot more work. Whereas you just place the boards in these bricks on the corner for this one. But I did have a lot more weeds growing here, which did give some shade so the plants didn't burn up because it has been so hot this year. And I didn't get over here. I cut down my fennel. I didn't get any seeds. I could have used some of the feathery leaves in salad, I guess, but everything's been so hot I really haven't had any salad. I just cut it down to get it out of the way. I need to get back in here and get some of these weeds out. Sunflowers are done for the year. But can weeds be can they benefit? Yes, they can. You want to try to look for the good, but they're also a pain in the butt. Sorry, I don't usually say that, but they are. I almost lost this basil. I had so much stuff. There was so much shade that it didn't get enough sun, and this little corner just didn't seem to get the water either, but it's starting to come back. So I need to cut a bunch of basil. Now, I was telling someone the other day I'd sent an email to someone, and I said, well, I haven't grown Tulsi from seed. I haven't. I always have had the plant, but I have grown other basils from seed, and Tulsi's very similar. So, but yeah, I grew that one from seed. I'll tell you, blackberry vine can be like a weed because it can take over. It was here when I started my garden, and it has been really hard to keep up with because it will take over. It used to be filling this whole area, and John used I have a video of how he used his little electric thing to kill some of the roots back, or this would all be full of blackberry vines. He has killed a lot of the roots, but he's never here long enough to work at it very long for me, so I still have some. Well, most of them are all coming from over there and growing. He's gotten most of them here. I do have some along the fence that have come from over there. Up, I see one coming up there. But he got most of them. Now, these are already, he's killed back some of these too, but I need to cut back and kill more. So if I don't like electricity, so I don't know about his, that's his, I don't know if that's his invention or what it is, but it does work if I had time to have him here killing them all for me. So I think he's got, I don't know, he's not gonna, I don't think he works out of town a lot, so I don't see him a whole lot. Anyway, can weeds be beneficial? Yes. We know you can eat some, as I said before. They can give us shade. They can be used if you don't have any mulch. They can be used as mulch. You just have to be careful of the seeds. Anyway, I think I'm going to cut it short there. And happy fall gardening to you all. I still have a lot of my summer stuff, so I can't, especially in my olive bins and in my other end of the garden. And I don't want to pull them out yet because I've got so many. I mean, look at all those. They haven't all made it. I noticed a lot of them are dying, but it's just been prolific. I mean, I am so excited because I love delicata squash. And it's a little one that's dying on me. And I wish they weren't all dying. I don't know why. Anybody have an idea why those are all dying on me? I get some, but a lot of them die. I wish if they'd all made it. Try to keep it not too wet, but wet enough over there. And I've picked a lot, and there's still a lot on the vine. I need to look around and make sure none have fallen off, because when they do, the bugs will get them. So this one still connected pretty good on there. And this one's connected pretty good, and it's looking good. It's up off the ground, so I think I've picked, I see some back in there. Yeah. All right. I asked for your help and giving me a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't. Doesn't cost. It's free. It just helps let you know when my videos are going to come out. I don't have any clippers with me, so I got to kind of turn it to get that off. My one okra plant that survived out of 30 plants in the spring, I really had a hard time getting everything going, but boy, it's healthy now. If the others had made it, I wouldn't have had anything but okra. Okay. I have a lot to do, but I'm sure you all do too. I like watching other people's garden videos because it says, oh, I forgot to do that. I gotta go. It reminds me of things. It encourages me to keep going. And it's just kind of neat. So I hope my videos kind of bring something to mind to you, encourage you, and God bless them. We'll catch y'all later.